listen, in my brevity, listen, I am the mayor, but my niece is the leader. And we need to be clear on that. And I'm hoping the people at the door did not allow anyone in here without writing their check. Because if we are really with her, then we need to support her financially. Think about this for a moment, and Brother Bova, you can answer better than anything. This used to be one of the most powerful boroughs in the entire country.
Okay.
We had some of the most powerful leaders come out of this borough. What happened to us? We became divided. We started the process of just looking at each other and being jealous of each other.
Yeah.
We started tearing ourselves apart. And we created all of these schisms and started to just backbite each other. And we allowed people to seep into our county. And while we were having intellectual, philosophical differences with each other, people were carving highways of death with 9mm bullets, killing our babies, and we were so busy acting like the Crips and the Bloods, fighting each other instead of finding real solutions for our families and our children. That has to stop. That has to stop. And unifying Brooklyn is not at the destruction of the other boroughs.
Amen.
I am the Democratic nominee because we mobilized 4 of the boroughs, and we cannot ignore that. I want to thank the Bronx and Brother Jamal Bailey and what he did in the Bronx, Donovan Richards, what he did in Queens, Diane Sabino, what she did on Staten Island, up in Harlem, Keith Wright and Adonis Rodriguez mobilizing the vote for us. We became the out-of-borough candidate. You go through the analysis and see when was the last time a mayor was able to win the city without Manhattan.
Hello.
Out-of-borough.
Right.
I was perfectly imperfect as a human being, and I led perfectly imperfect New Yorkers who realized they finally had someone who was one of their own. One of their own. And so this is our moment, New York. The message I have here with my county leader is the message across this entire city.
Go ahead.
We have to lift each other up again.
Yep.
And I'm so happy Antonio is here as the next borough president of Brooklyn. And we need to reach out across the... Today, when we met today, Dinah Richardson, before she spoke, she says, Eric, let's turn a new page. Let's shake hands. Let's build our borough and unite together. And so I want to say to the new Kings Democrats, be kings and show how you unite the kingdom and not divide the kingdom.
Yeah. Woo.
I want to say to all the progressives of this borough and city, being progressive is uniting us and not dividing us.
Yep. Woo.
I want to say to those who are conservatives, moderates, the battles we are fighting, when someone shoots a 10-year-old, they do not ask what party they belong to or what political club they belong to. When someone has to sleep on the streets because they don't have affordable housing, they don't look at their buff record and voting record. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. That's my call today. Let's give this county leader the power she needs so she can be a strong county leader for the county of Kings. And unite with our county leader in the Bronx so he can be strong for the county of the Bronx And the same thing with Queens and Manhattan and Staten Island. This is how we solve these problems. And don't let anyone demonize you because you are politically astute enough to understand how to navigate government. People try to act like because we commit ourselves and our lives to helping people, they want to try to demonize you and say you're political insiders. No, you're not. You're committed and you're dedicated. You get petitions, you knock on doors, you volunteer your services, you go to senior centers, you do what is needed for our city and community to thrive. You are grinders. You're grinders.
Yeah.
That's what you are. And they tore us down, they beat us up, and we no longer feel proud anymore for what we do. Let's stop it. You make this city. You are what this city is made of. And I tell all the pundits, if you believe what we're doing is not right, come out and join us on the streets. Come to the food pantries that we volunteer for. Come to the hospitals when we sit with mothers who lost their sons or daughters to gun violence. Come sit inside when young men come home from jail and they need counseling and support. Anyone can sit on a sideline and critique what's happening. Don't be a detached spectator in this full contact sport court life. Come and get on the field with us and fight this battle like we're fighting this battle. Every day, all day. And so I thank you for coming out tonight. One of many. This is our moment to turn our city around. And when I walked into the Oval Office last week, or this week, and I spoke with President Biden, the first president that started to look at this gun violence in a real way and put resources behind it.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I told him about what the mayor's doing here and lifting up crisis management teams. I told him about what he's doing with pre-K. I told him about how we want to really deal with this issue in a real way. And I told him about what the governor is doing and how he's putting resources in this issue. They've ignored this for so long. And finally, we're seeing administrations and chief executives that are tackling this problem. We're in a good place, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Trust me, we're in a good place. And I'm going to reach out to all the candidates that was in this race, all of them that were in this race, and tell them let's unify around our city so that we can lift up this amazing city, a city of blue-collar people. Even if you're not the blue-collar employee, look in your lineage. Somewhere there's someone that eked out a living to allow you to be here.
Yep.
We've come from blue-collar people. This is a working-class, blue-collar city. And I'm proud and happy to be on a pathway to be the mayor of this city. But we need you. We have to finish the job. This job is not over. This job is not over. Don't sit back and rest and say the war is over, we can just celebrate. No. We have a general election November 2nd. And we have to be energized and mobilized. Don't start strong and finish weak. We have to continue to be on the streets. We have to get people out to vote. We have to ensure that we win this race and continue the greatness of this borough and this city. So again, I thank you and I lift up our county leader. We need to make this a strong county leader to let her do the job that she's trying to do and unify this borough. Bring this borough back to its rightful place as being a leader of the nation. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, county leader.